In this video, we're going to be talking about the volume of cylinders, not about George Washington or about money, but we are going to use these quarters to illustrate the point. Volume is a measurement of how much area something takes up multiplied by how high or how tall it is. And to illustrate that, I've got this stack of quarters, and as you can see, I'm going to knock them off on their side, thusly. And if I take the area of the circle that makes up these quarters, the area of a quarter, its base, and I multiply it by how tall the stack is, hopefully you can see this, thusly, I will know the volume. And as you recall, volume is how much space something takes up in 3 dimensions, or how much something can hold. What does this mean? That volume is a measurement, is calculated by calculating the area of the base, which is represented by an uppercase B, multiplied by how tall or how high an object is. In other words, volume for a cylinder equals pi r squared multiplied by h. And we are going to solve a couple of problems to illustrate this point. And by the way, you only need one B because you don't need 2 as though when you're in surface area, because you're stacking up the area. All right, so here's the area as a circle, and I'm stacking it up, and there's the area on top. So it's just sort of like the layers of a cake, or the cards in a deck, or floors in a building, or whatever other example might work for you. All right, let's solve a couple of problems. And now we'll find the volume of these 2 cylinders. So as we said, volume equals the area, uppercase B, multiplied by the height. So the volume here is going to equal pi r squared h. And just flowing from that, the volume is going to equal 3.14 multiplied by, 6 to the second power multiplied by 5. And just so you can see what my numbers are, it's 3.14 multiplied by 36 multiplied by 5. And the volume, which is always given in cubic units here, would be 565.2 kilometers cubed. All right. And if I'm doing it for the cylinder here on the right, same formula, and this is true for the volume of the objects we're going to be using. It's going to be some variation on the area of the base multiplied by the height. So for this one, we have to account for the fact that we're looking for a radius when we are finding pi r squared, right? So it's pi r squared h, and half of 10 is 5, so volume is going to equal 3.14 multiplied by 5 to the second power, multiplied by 12. The volume here is going to equal, 3.14 multiplied by 25, multiplied by 12, and the volume is going to equal 942 yards cubed. And that is how one finds the volume of a cylinder.